Here are 10 amazing tips and tricks to improve your old school RuneScape experience. One of the most powerful plugins on RuneLite is bank tag layouts. If you're not already using it, you are missing out. It allows players to fully customize any layout they want for any activity in the game, whether that be a skilling activity or a boss or an herb run. The plugin adds a side panel over here on the left of the bank for easy access of any of your bank layouts. However, the more bank layouts you start creating, the more difficult it is to actually find the one you want. So what you can do is right-click this plus button up here and go to View Tag Tabs. This gives a nice overview of all the bank layouts that you've created, and you can freely move them around as you please. However, this View Tag Tabs is not default left-click. So what you'll need to do is go to Custom Menu Swaps and type View Tag Tabs, ***. While we're at the bank, I want to show another feature that not enough players are taking advantage of. A couple years ago, Jagex allowed players to directly equip gear from their bank. However, there's a very nice, simple way to do it that feels very seamless. So let's just say I'm gearing for Hespori. I'll click on my Hespori tab, go diagonally until everything is in my inventory. Now, what I'll see players do at this point is either exit their bank to equip their items, or I'll see players manually right-click each piece of their gear and click wear. This is very slow, and I'd highly recommend against it. You probably know there's a Show Worn Items button up here in the top left of your bank. This can be manually clicked, of course, and then it becomes easier to gear up. But you can actually use the same F key that you use outside your bank to go to your worn items as inside. So now I'm clicking F4, and this freely switches between worn items and back to your bank. This is a game changer when gearing up for anything. Another amazing update Jagex gave us last year is found in your bank settings. So click on the cogwheel and go to Deposit Lock Settings. Make sure that Enable Inventory Locks and Show right-click options are both enabled. Click Done. Then go to Custom Menu Swaps, and under the bank pull-down menu, you'll see Lock/Unlock Slot. Set that to any hotkey that you want. I prefer Control. Simply hold down the hotkey you've selected and then freely left-click to lock and unlock any items that you want. The new Herblore minigame Mastering Mixology has several very powerful rewards, one of those being the Reagent pouch. Place the Reagent pouch in the top left of your inventory with the secondary you're going to be using in the bottom right. Lock those two slots, and now with quantity highlighting X, you're going to be withdrawing 26 of that secondary. Now, if it's not already set, make sure your open reagent pouch is set to left-click fill. With these 26 nests, you can just simply left-click, it fills the reagent pouch, and now you'll withdraw 26 Toadflax potions. From here, close your bank, and then click the potion and the nest in the bottom right, and start making your potions. Once you're finished, click the bank, deposit all, grab another 26 secondaries, left click fill, deposit all once again, withdraw 26 potions, and repeat. If you've made an occult altar in your POH, you can actually hotkey switch your spellbooks. Again, found in custom menu swaps. When I left click, it switches to standard. When I hold F1 and click, it switches to ancients. Hold F2, switches to lunars, and hold F3, it switches to archaeus. This is extremely convenient, and it also works with spellbook swap. When you go to the world switcher, there's a cogwheel at the top left where you can hide and customize the worlds you see in your world switcher list. So click on this little thing and it'll allow you to just hide all free-to-play worlds. And if you click on this one, it allows you to hide PvP worlds, high-risk worlds, dead man worlds, seasonal events, and special. This is just a nice way to clean up the world switcher so you're only seeing worlds you're actively playing on. If you're lazy with your birdhouse runs, I would highly recommend using actual dig site pendants. It just gets the ball rolling so much quicker. Instead of having to go to your POH and then run to the mounted dig site pendant, this is just so much faster. I'll often see players run to the southern birdhouse first. It's actually more efficient by 1 tick to go to this northeastern birdhouse first. If you've ever done an herb run, you understand the frustration of trying to click your herbs on the tool Leprechaun. Well, with this tip, you'll never have that frustration ever again. As you see, I'm using this herb, and if I'm using it on the tool Leprechaun, it is always prioritizing. And that's because I'm using custom menu swaps once again. Under custom swaps, just type use, comma, asterisk, arrow, tool Leprechaun. Gone are the days of spam clicking herb patches. Easily double time your herb picks by simply standing adjacent to the patch and clicking the next 2 consecutive ticks. Note that you must stand adjacent to the herb patch still for at least 1 tick. If you're using strange old lockpicks at Barrows, one of the most frustrating things is the fact that you need to literally use the lockpick on the doors. And when there's NPCs in the way and objects in the way, you can misclick several times before the door actually opens. Shout out the MVP of this video, custom menu swaps. Your troubles are over. Simply type use, strange asterisk, arrow, door asterisk. Now, when you use the lockpick on the door, no matter what's ahead of it, it will always prioritize the door first. This is beautiful. If any of these tips or tricks helped you out, drop a like on the video. If you have any tips and tricks of your own, leave them down in the comments, and I'm sure many fellow adventurers will appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.